guys, it's Minnow back again for war number 4. Today we're going to be going up against an alliance named KAHU. Have not faced them before. AOH versus KAHU. And first fight, Path 5, Section 1, Fight 1. Going to be Bastion versus Onslaught. This fight, I just can't really go for the... Actually, no, I do have to go for the knockdown, I guess, for the protection. But that energy damage is going to be gimped. So I think that the play here... I forget what exactly I do. Alright, so I do go for the knockdown. Oh no, it's all direct anyway. There's some weird interaction where this node actually doesn't affect Bastion. And it's still completely fine. So yeah, go for the knockdown. Here I'm going to go for another knockdown. And then I'm just going to go for my normal SP2, SP1 cycle. Bastion's incredibly good this tactic, but Onslaught's not a tactic defender. But Bastion just absolutely destroys Onslaught in every type of way. On this node, I can't actually parry anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. I'm going to throw my SP2 into the protection to get it down because it doesn't matter. The SP2 doesn't really do a lot of damage, but here I'm going to go into my heavy cancel SP1. This is going to take him down to 28% health, and then just one more SP1 will kill here. I do push him to his SP2, but he doesn't throw it. He's nice. I was prepared to evade it anyway. Reverse control immune, but the fight's down. And on to Path 5 Section 2, or sorry, Path 5 Section 1 Fight 2, and this is Heavy Hitter. But I'm going in with Human Torch, so it doesn't matter. I don't need to punish her specials because I can just parry. This is a nothing placement, not even sure why it's on the map. So just going to wait for that to be done. I'm going to try to bait out SP1 here and just go back in, get in another knockdown, and yeah, I guess I go for another SP1. I'm not really sure why. I could have just kept going there, but yeah, easy fight, 27 seconds. And I used Flame On because my last fight in this war is going to be Nico, and you can't use Flame On, 49 Nico. So here is Section 2, Path 9 again. This is the same nodes, same paths I took last war, actually. And I'm just fighting an arcade here. I'm waiting for him to get to his cold snap phase. Now I can finally start hitting. Some weird sun placement here in the beginning, but it's okay. I'm going to get to my SP2. I can block his specials, no problem. I'm going to throw this, but right as it switches, and I actually get 2 massive poisons on me, which is no good. But I block his special. Now I just need to beta heavy and heavy counter him. He is in, so there I do a parry, cold snap, boom. 6 in energy build abilities, and he's dead. It got a little sketchy, I can't lie, but didn't get hit, just took some hazard shift damage. This next fight is going to be Bastion versus the final fight on Section 2, Path 9. And I'm not really sure why they placed Jean here. She's definitely best on boss node this war. Everyone's been struggling against it. But they decided to place it, so I was like, okay, I can take this with Bastion. I'm parrying 4 times, so I have full immunity to the hazard shift, and now it's just a matter of not getting hit with reverse controls and not getting hit with her specials and going SP2, SP1. I do get touched this fight, unfortunately, and it is sucky, but I managed the reverse controls quite well for most of this fight. But yeah, I do get touched for sure. And I also have to keep my endurance up because she is a tactic defender. And there's a lot going on. But I am also healing. And she's not throwing a heavy here, which is really annoying. One eye open, so I can't parry. But there's the heavy. Here's reverse SP1. I'm going to go in and throw my SP2. I'm reverse controlled once again. There I get hit. 2 indestructibles, but no Nora shocks. Here's going to be failed attempt at heavy into SP1, which sucks. I lost a lot of damage there. I also threw my SP2 when I didn't have 30 charges, unfortunately. So that means that I only got 1 Fury. But now I'm going to go in for a massive SP1 with just 1 Fury. And then 1 more of those should kill. I am now ticking down with the 2 Neuro Shocks on me, which is super scary. That's why you don't want to get hit in this fight. But yeah, the fight does go down. I can take 2 hits. They were both invuled. It's okay. Next fight is going to be Mixed Master Weapon X. And on my heavy, I actually counter evade. So I'm going to get the knockdown there. Stupid Steadfast almost had it out for me, but it's okay. Now I can just hit into him. Not a problem. I'm going to get another heavy off. This both gives me endurance, so I can counter the rage here when he goes here. I ignore the unstoppable, and I ignore the unstoppable, and I ignore the evade. I do get a hit there, unfortunate, but here's a double heavy counter into SP1. Regening a lot, but I'm doing a lot of damage. I just need to bait a couple specials. His rage is done, which is awesome. Here's another heavy counter, and other heavy counter. Nope, I don't go for the heavy counter. Okay. Come on, 1 more minute. There we go. This should kill. No problem. Yeah, and that's a kill. So that is that fight, and then moving on to the sketchiest fight is going to be Nico versus Torch versus Nico on node 49. At this point in time, I've done this fight probably 5 times. They've all been solos. I missed the light intercept there on the on the intro, which really sucks because I need that to wait out buff immunity. I now have 3 poisons ticking me down. For some reason, my parries just aren't landing properly, so super sketchy, but it's okay. Building up smolders, trying to bait that SP1. I decided to go for SP2 here. I believe that I just pushed SP3. Yeah, I pushed SP3 because I have Anvil running. So that is how this is going to go. It was the best course of action because the last thing you want to do is evade the SP2. So I had to switch up my game plan because she was not throwing the SP1 whatsoever. Missed the light intercept in the beginning. Couldn't get the parry. Wasn't waiting out the buff immunity. As you can see, it just takes a single indestructible off. I do get hit by the heavy immediately after though, which is tragic. So I decided to go for an SP2. Now I'm starting to nuke a little bit. Hopefully she throws this SP1. She does, which is awesome. First time she was playing ball the entire time. I do ignore the invisibility because of my smolder stacks, which is awesome. Here she throws another SP1. Which is good. I can punish it. SP2. At this point in time, it's just go in and nuke. And the fight's down. Alright, that's it for this war. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
Keep